Donald Trump is a criminal. He's a felon. He's a fraud. He's a sexual abuser. He's a bankrupter, and he's acting consistent with those qualities. I mean, let's just take a look at what Donald Trump's done over the past 24 hours. He's ripped healthcare away from 14 million Americans. He's enabled silencers to be sold without regulation. He's taken away SNAP benefits from people. He's named savings accounts after himself for children, which is pretty freaking creepy. And he's taken away SNAP benefits, and he's caused at least $4 to $5 trillion to be added to the deficit. I think it's going to be more like 20 to 30 trillion. But let's just take a look at what he's emailing to his supporters. Did you receive my email yesterday? He was sending emails like this all day yesterday. Did you get my email? I urgently need your input today to keep my America First agenda going forward. I sent an important email yesterday. Will you still stand with Trump if the Democrats impeach me? Always playing the victim, you pathetic loser, you. Donald Trump sent this email to his supporters as well. Test from Trump. Please confirm receipt of this email. I want to make sure my emails are getting through. And then when you click the link, it asks you for money. The biggest grifter in the world. By the way, this is real from Donald Trump's Homeland Security Secretary, Kristi Noem, dog killer, cosplayer. She goes, suck it. That was her message yesterday from a cabinet level position. A cabinet secretary goes, suck it. And what she's saying, suck it to, is a notice of voluntary dismissal from immigrants who were already deported and can't come back to the United States. So they can't file a lawsuit anymore because the case is moot. They've already been deported. So her response is to post their dismissal of the lawsuit against the government and go, suck it. It's humiliating. It's humiliating. Also, as Sean McCreesh writes, this is a new piece of artwork hanging on the walls of the West Wing. I mean, do you get any more pathetic than this? I mean, for our audio listeners, it's Donald Trump, Reagan, and Lincoln in this weird cartoony portrait, and that's in the West Wing right now. Also, as Reuters reported, Donald Trump showed a screenshot of a Reuters video taken in the Democratic Republic of Congo as part of what he falsely presented on Wednesday as evidence of mass killings in white South Africans. So as you know, Donald Trump was in the Oval Office with the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, the agriculture minister of South Africa. And Trump was showing these like articles, and Trump was like lying about this white genocide burial site, which does not exist. And he was trying to tell the president of South Africa, look at the crosses, it's real. It wasn't. But then in addition to Donald Trump lying about that, he was showing photos of body bags in the Democratic Republic of Congo and claiming it was South Africa. And do y'all remember the days where if the president or vice president spelled potato wrong, it was a pretty big freaking deal, and that would be like, oh, that's disqualifying. You spelled potato wrong. Potato, potato, crypto. Potato, potato, crypto, right? Donald Trump last night in Virginia selling access to himself with the 220 individuals or entities, mostly from foreign countries, we've learned, although we don't have the list because Trump refuses to release the list of the people who attended this event. The people who gave Trump millions of dollars to buy his crypto coin got a personal meeting with Donald Trump, got access. Can you say quid pro quo or potato, potato, Donald Trump, crypto grift? You know, folks, there's real ramifications here. You know, as I said, criminal, fraud, sexual abuser, bankrupter about Donald Trump. I mean, you take a look at just some data. I'm a data guy, so let's look at some data. Existing homes, slowest sales pace for any April since 2009. That's not good. The 10-year yield hits a high yesterday of 4.623%. That's not good. 5.13% on the 30-year yield. That's an 18-year high. That's not good. And our airports right now in the United States, total and complete disasters. In addition to learning about Newark and Denver's radars going down, measles outbreaks taking place. Just in general, the delays at these airports right now are so nuts that, like the flying experience into the United States, is absolutely disastrous. And as Spencer Hakimian's been, he's been doing a good job covering a lot of the economic stuff lately. As he posts, so we're exactly halfway done with the 90-day pause on Liberation Day tariffs. Not a single deal has been achieved by Donald Trump. Not a single day will be achieved in the next 90 days. The working assumption here is that Trump will just pause the tariffs for another 90 days right after this pause ends fruitlessly, right? Just 4 years of pausing tariffs that we can never put on anyway. See, I disagree with you there, Spencer. What he's going to do is I think he's going to put the tariffs on again. We'll have 3 to 5 days of the markets collapsing. He'll do a market manipulation, and then he'll then do another 90-day pause after we're on the eve of another economic collapse. Although all these moves by him, there's going to be the last straw that breaks the camel's back. That moment's happening. I mean, just look at what he was saying yesterday. He was saying how the drug companies, he's saying the drug companies are very worried right now. Okay. The drug companies are worried. I'm not sure what they're worried about, because there's nothing in your tax bill or your budget plan that they should be worried about. At least former President Biden was lowering prescription drug prices instead of your fake executive orders. But then he somehow goes from talking about drug companies to then talking about how drug companies are not going to be able to sell cars anymore into the U.S. Here, watch this.
Strength and a lot of power, because you have to implement it, because these countries are going to go down fighting. They don't want this to happen because they're going to go up. Now, there are many more people involved in the world than there are here. So they'll go up a little bit, maybe 15, 20%, and we're going to go down 60, 70, or 80%. But they will fight the drug companies. The drug companies are very worried that they're going to fight, and that's okay. If they fight, we'll just say, that's okay. We're not going to let you sell any more cars into the United States, or we're not going to let you sell any more wine or liquor or alcohol or something that's actually much more important to them than the drugs. And we're going to be able to force that issue if we need to.
And then I guess he's trying to, you just see what a con artist he is. He's like, the numbers are just going to be massive. It's going to have a huge impact. So big that nobody can calculate it. So big, so big, nobody can calculate it. Just the stupidest things he's saying. We can calculate things. We have computer processing powers where we can actually calculate pretty big numbers right now. But here's what he says. Here, play this clip.
And we are going to now get a reduction in drug costs of up to 89% in some cases, but 50% would be a bad number. So think of that, 50% versus 1/4%. Think of that, 85, 89, 91, 72%. It's going to be massive numbers. It's going to be incredible for Medicaid, incredible for all forms of healthcare. Medicare is going to have a huge impact, so big that nobody can calculate it. I mean, this thing could drop by 25, 30%. The drugs are a very big part of it, right? So very big part. So it'll affect everything. It'll affect your whole life. The amount of money you're going to be saving is going to be incalculable. Nobody can believe I had the courage to do it. I don't think it's courage. I think it would have been courage not to do it. I tell you what, not to do it would have taken far more courage, because I was tired of it. And I was listening to these guys, and they make a lot of money every year, millions and millions of dollars a year. And I agree, because at the beginning, because of the complexity, you'd walk out of a room, you'd hear them talking, and, they almost convince you that it's a great system, it's a wonderful system, even though we were paying 10 times more. That's why they make $30 million a year, because they were good, but not any longer. And one of them just threw up his hands after I was just pounding on him. He said, I can't do it anymore. It's the hardest thing I have to do is trying to justify this damn thing. I can't do it anymore. One of the biggest companies, I just can't do it anymore. You're right. And as soon as he said that, that was like incredible, because I understood exactly he couldn't do it. He said it's the hardest thing he had to do is trying to justify why we're paying $200 for something and somebody else is paying $12. That is a neighboring country.
We just see also foreign countries asserting themselves as stabilizing forces, as the United States is no longer, the leader of the free world, as America has ceded its power. I mean, it's over. I mean, it's over. I'm hopeful or hoping that a future administration will be able to build, will be able to rebuild. But the idea that America's leading the world is done. It's done. It's just not happening anymore. You have the European Union establishing itself as a stabilizing force. You have China asserting itself as China sounds like the way the U.S. used to sound, and U.S. is sounding the way China used to sound. Layoffs, furloughs are coming for Denver. We're seeing the trickle-down effect, as Carl Quintanilla puts it, on cities and towns and municipalities of all these Trump disasters taking place. And then, French President Emmanuel Macron's doing this trip to Asia. He's meeting with a lot of Southeast Asian nations. He's already spoken to Xi Jinping, and, he's going on behalf of France, but also the European Union, and trying to project, do business with us. We know that they're crazy over there in America. And Donald Trump proves every day. I mean, felon, criminal, sexual abuser, sexual assaulter, bankrupter, destroyer. It's been his whole life. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.MeidasTouch.com. All 100% USA union made.